good morning student. Today we are going to start the second part of our lesson, the necklace. Now we are able, you are able to know why the title of necklace is given to this story. Because this story revolves around the necklace. And in our last period, we studied that Mathil borrowed a diamond necklace from her friend. She wore it and attended the minister's party. And when they came home from the minister's party, she found that the necklace was not around her neck. She was so much surprised. She was frightened because it was a diamond necklace. She borrowed that necklace from her friend for the party. When she told her husband about this thing, he was also frightened. And what happened the next, we are going to learn in today's part. They look in the folds of her dress, in the folds of her cloak, in her pockets, everywhere, but they could not find it. And when they knew that the necklace is lost, necklace is not in their house, necklace was not around her neck, then they started to search for it. They started to search for it. They look in the folds of her dress. First they look that necklace in the folds of her dress. Then they in the folds of her cloak. Cloak means overgarment. Cloak means overgarment. Then they search for the necklace in the folds of her cloak, in her pockets, then in her pockets, everywhere. Everywhere they search for the necklace because it was a diamond necklace. But they could not find it. But they were unable to find it. They could not find it. Are you sure you still had it on when you left the hall? He asked. Then her husband asked her, are you sure that when we left the ministry hall after enjoying the party, you had it on you? You had it on around your neck? Yes, I touched it in the hall at the ministry. Mathil answered, yes, I had it around my neck and I touched it at the hall of ministry. But if you had lost it in the street, we would have heard of it fall. It must be in the cab. Then her husband told her that if they lost it in the street, they would have heard the fall of it because it was the time of morning 4:30 a.m. and the road was very silent and something drop on the road, they will heard the noise of it. It must be in the cab. Then he thought for a while and told her that it must be in the cab. Yes, that is probably it. Did you take his number? She said, yes, it is a great probability that I have lost it in the cab. Do you take the number of cab? She asked her husband. Do you take the number of that cab? Her husband answered, no. They stared at each other stunned. Stunned means extremely shocked. each other. They stared at each other in very shock, in extremely shock. At last, Loisel put his clothes on again, and then Mr. Loisel put his cloth again. I am going back, he said. Over the whole route we walk and see if I can find it. He told his husband that he was going over the whole route, searching for the necklace. He left. She remained in her ball dress all night, her mind blank. Her husband went in search of the necklace. She remained in her ball dress. The whole night she remained in her new dress, but now her mind was blank. Her husband returned at about 7 o'clock. Then Mr. Loisel returned at about 7 o'clock in the morning. He had found nothing, but when he came home, he had found nothing. He did not find the necklace on the road. He went to the police, to the newspapers to offer a reward to the cab companies. Everywhere, the tiniest glimmer of hope led him. Then he went to the police station. He complained about the lost necklace. Then he went to newspapers and he offered a reward for giving back that necklace to the cab companies. He offered a reward to the cab companies because he thought that they lost his wife lost her necklace in the cab. So he offered a reward for the cab companies for giving the necklace back. Everywhere the tiniest glimmer of hope led him. He thought of he got the news of about the necklace from the police station or from the newspapers. He had a tiniest hope about getting back the necklace. She waited all day in despair at this frightful disaster. And now Mathe waited for all day for some answer from the police or from the cab companies or from the newspapers. She was in frightful distress. We will learn the next part of this lesson in our next period.